Hello, my Asian friends living in Asia or else any other part of the world. I am your Asian friend, living, residing, and thriving in South Asia. My Asian friends, the topic which I am about to discuss, or else the experiences I am about to discuss in this particular video, are going to be extremely relatable to almost all of the Asians. If not relatable, then some of it might hit much closer to home than expected. But by any means, magic, sorcery, immigration, or else you growing up in a multiracial environment or adoption possible. Any of my non-Asian friends are also thinking that Asian friend, these experiences are not just limited to your continent Asia, but we have them too. So to you, my non-Asian friend, I have only one thing to say. You are welcome on this channel to vent out your frustration about these experiences and the people who gave you these experiences in our comment section along with all of us Asians, right? That being said, coming back to my Asians, you know that very well that we have similar traditions, culture, practices and beliefs mostly, but depending on the region within our continent Asia, our particular Asian country resides in, we might add little twist or our own unique thought or else flavor to same situation. And that is why, even though I myself an Asian had to do some level of research to figure out all those experiences about this particular topic which I am going to share in this video, which will be common for almost all of us Asian in our continent Asia. And that particular topic of discussion for this video is living with Asian parents. Living with an Asian parent is not one-time experience, it's not random experience, it's not alternate days experience. It is a lifetime experience. But some of my Asian friends would feel, no, it is a bad experience. And others would say, no, it is a fairly good experience. But personally, as an Asian myself, my opinion about this topic is that it's not innately bad or innately good, but it is a combination of so many emotions, and it is one unique experience which mostly us Asians get. That is why we cannot just box this particular experience in one particular category, and that is why we will talk about in depth about experience of living with an Asian parent, but bifurcated by age group. So our first section would be experience of living with an Asian parent as a kid. Then second would be experience of living with an Asian parent as a young adult. And then third one would be living with an Asian parent when you are a married adult, and final is living with an Asian parent when you yourself are very, very old. So let's move on to talking about experience of living with an Asian parent as a kid. If my Asian friends, you relived your memories, and any of my non-Asian friends have stick around till this long and thinking, oh my god, the experience of living with an Asian parent as a kid was terrible, it sounded horrible, then you'll have to listen to the experience of living with an Asian parent as a young adult. And what do I mean by young adult? Young adult is someone who has actually chose one career path, even though they were manipulated into taking out of those four magical professions, but they have a career path and they are into a degree program, completed it, and now they are just about to start their first ever job. So that's what I will call a young adult. And why did I did only 4 bifurcation of the age groups? Because I wanted to club the kid and teenage experience, because somewhere or the other that makes more sense. But here we are talking about the young adult, someone who has just joined the workforce as an intern or as a junior position person, doesn't matter, but they have joined the workforce. And the first experience or else the first frustration or back and forth we all might have experienced, or maybe some of us are still experiencing with our Asian parents as a young adult, is that if at all the job you got is in the same city as your parents' home, then if you ask them to move out of their house, it will be file not found error in their brains. They will not understand, and you will not understand. The government says I'm 18 plus, and actually well over 18 plus. I have my qualification, I have my job, I make money, baby. Why I cannot move out of the house? This will be a back and forth topic in most of the Asian homes with Asian parents, and which will lead us into another second experience with our Asian parents would be related to this topic, that they now will convince you by giving the logical reasons why you should not move out of their homes. And those logical reasons are, when you have a home, then why do you want to waste your money on renting it out, renting, and you want to give money, your own hard-earned money, to someone else when you have a home. You don't have to pay the rent. Do whatever you like. Now you have a career. Now you have a life. You have a job. We won't say anything to you. Did we say anything to you when you were a kid? And they will say it with a straight face. Even after knowing in their heart, they said anything, everything possible when we were kids. But still, with the straight face, they will say this. And the second reason they will tell you, the economy is not that good. Maybe you won't be able to sustain. And the third reason they will tell you is, you have always been a lazy bum. You're careless. What if something happens to you? What if you're not able to manage your things? What if something goes wrong with you? All these three reasons are valid reasons. And they will fight the tooth and nail to convince you into believing all these reasons. And the only time they will allow you to move out of their house without you getting married or getting a spouse, only when you will tell them, yes, I got the job, but I got the job in another city. And that's the hack which most of us Asians, as a young adult, have figured out, that if at all we could get jobs far from our Asian parents' home, we took those jobs happily. Despite knowing the fact that it would be very expensive for us to live there, it will be really hard, we might barely get to visit our family homes when we really wanted to, but still, because we wanted some adult alone time, we took those jobs in those different cities. Because only this time around, your parents will listen to all your logics and somewhere or the other hesitantly let you go. Because now in their mind, it is unavoidable logical situation. So these are the situations which you will come across when you are a young adult with an Asian parent. And then apart from that, I told you, right, during when we were discussing the kid experience, during that time, I told you that dating is a strict no-no, but in this age group, your Asian parents some of them might warm up to you dating someone. But in their minds, what is dating? What is dating? Your idea of dating might be totally opposite of their idea of dating. And please, never ever explain them what do you mean by dating. You would really feel like that, okay, so and so is doing that, so and so is doing this, I'm not doing it. Many of us do get into this explanation mode with our Asian parents. But I'm telling you, please, with them, don't talk about all these terminologies like FWB, benching, ghosting, all that, because that will be another frustrating conversation where they will not get what you mean. And if at all they did, oh my god, they will look you with judgmental eyes, and they will think that you two are doing all this shit. And if somewhere or the other you convince them that you are not into this shit, but they will see all your friends from that lens. And now any girl or boy comes near you, spoiling my kid, they want to just brainwash my kid, you will keep on getting that. Even though you found your soulmate, but somewhere or the other your parents will make sure that they convince you into believing that you are a dumbass, you don't know how people are, and you are a cutie, you don't know, this world is very, very harsh. So please stay away from these kind of friends, they're spoiling your career. So these kind of conversation, or you can say experiences, you might get. And yeah, the final experience during this age bracket you might experience with your Asian parents is that as a kid, when you were in school, they were very, very particular about you getting educated, getting a good career path, right? But during this age or else time bracket, if you managed to get into a good career and you ended up in good college, got a really good job, if not good, at least a decent job, then your parents will feel little sorted, little less anxious about your future. So around that aspect of your life, lot of heavy conversations will go away, and many a times you will see your Asian parents showing little more trust in your choices. And that happens when you have done a good job while you were under their inspection as a kid, and you ended up doing or else following their expectation, if not following exactly their expectation, but somewhere close to that, and you did good in life. And even if you were stubborn and you made your own choices, but you ended up doing really great with that passionate career you have, or else passion career in their eyes you have, then they feel relaxed and they slowly start warming up to your choices and decisions in life. So this is where some level of positivity you will get to see while you are experiencing living with your Asian parents as a young adult. From here, now we will move on to living with an Asian parents as a married adult.